It's a very special Friday night in the KHL. We got 6 games on the menu in 6 different countries. My name is Andreas Sachenko and you're watching the KHL Update. Our first stop is in Khabarovsk in Russia's Far East. The local Amur play host to defending champion Akbars, who defeated the Tigers 4-1 in the opening round of the playoffs last year en route to Gagarin Cup. We go to Platinum Arena for the action. Home team strikes first as they convert on a power play. Daniil Faizulin lets a rip from the right wing and he's right on the money. 1-0 Amur. Akbars get back even early in the second period with a power play goal of their own. Vladimir Kachov one-times at home for his first of the season. 10 minutes later, former Vancouver Canuck Andrei Pedam puts the puck on net from the point and it ends up behind the goal line. They take another look at it, but it counts off the video review. Pedam celebrates his first ever goal on the K. Early in the third period, Amur almost got back even. Alexander Gorshkov passes it to Faizulin, who shoots it, but Vladislav Podnipolsky shines leather on this one. Midway through the period, Paul Posma improves Akbars' lead to 3-1 as he hammers it home on a 4-2 rush. 5 minutes later, Faizulin twists, turns, shoots, and scores his second of the night to bring it back to within 1 again. Amur have no choice but to pull their goal up with the extra attacker led in regulation, but it doesn't help. Faizulin holds down Rob Klinkhammer on a breakaway, and that's an automatic goal. Daniil Faizulin scores twice on his hometown team, but Akbar still prevail in the end. 4-2 is your final on this one. We'll make our next stop in Shanghai, China, where Kunlun Red Star cross sticks with Torpedo. There's no scoring in the first, but Torpedo do get on the board early in the second. Milalainen cups up the puck on the breakout. Danilo Alim makes a quick pass to the slot, and Dmitry Markovin beats Barry Bros for his second of the season. The Dragons tie it up midway through the third period. Martin St-Pierre shoots it from the left wing and it goes in with a deflection. It goes all the way to the shootout, and Robert Sabalich is the only one who converts on his attempt. Kunlun salvage a point, but still lose to Torpedo on home ice. 2-1 shootout final. And now to Astana, Kazakhstan, where Boris do battle with Vidas. Home team opens up the score in 13 minutes in. Shevchenko fails to tap at home at the far post, but Boris keeps the play alive. Kevin Dalman goes D to Jesse Blacker, who bangs it off the end boards, and Nikita Mikhailis finishes the job. Vidas bring it back to even late in the period with a power play marker. Dalman snaps his stick in half trying to clear the puck down the ice. Marek Krivik makes a quick pass, and Miro Aaltonen beats Henry Karlsson with a one-timer. With 10 seconds on the clock in the period, Vidas almost pull ahead, but Henry Karlsson shuts the door in front of Miro Aaltonen. Save of the week candidate? I think so. 8 minutes into the second period, Boris get a power play goal of their own to get back in the lead. Roman Starchenko makes a cross-ice pass, and Andrei Patterson fires it home past Yoni Ortio. A few minutes later, Starchenko scores his 9th of the season to give Boris a comfortable 2-goal lead. Kevin Dalman draws his second assist of the night on the play, and that's all they're gonna need. Boris win their 4th consecutive game, as well as they win the fight in the third period. Darren Dietz Dax United Stelerov. All's good for Astana tonight. 3-1 is your final. We go to Tallinn, Estonia now, where Jokeri from Finland face Spartak Moscow, and they got quite a show in store for local fans. The red and white get off to a great start. Ben Maxwell backhands it home on a broken play for his 6th of the year. And just 4 minutes later, Spartak doubled their lead off the Southman rush. Alexander Koklachev sets up Andrei Kotiki for a wonderful one-timer. Jokeri get a goal back a few minutes later as they convert on their initial power play opportunity of the night. Alex Grunt gives the puck to Brian O'Neill and he sends it past Nikita Bispalov. But Spartak restores the 2-goal lead just over a minute later, and Berlissen gets the puck, and look at all this room ahead of him. He glides to the net and scores his first goal of the year to make it 3-1 Spartak. Jokeri bring it back to a 1-goal game 33 seconds past the halfway mark of the second period. Jesper Jensen puts it on net from the point, and John Norman tips it in for his 10th of the season. And just a minute and 12 seconds later, they tie it up with yet another power play goal. Grant fires it from the point, he misses the net wide, but Jesse Jansu buries the rebound off the end boards. It goes to overtime and Jokerit win the extra point. Steve Moses puts his great skating on display as he shovels it past Bispala. That's his first goal since September 3rd. That was the very first game of the season for Jokerit. The Jesters scored 3 in a row and take it 4-3 in overtime. We scooch over a bit down south now to another Baltic country. This is Riga, Latvia, and a KHL Classic is what's on the menu tonight. Dynamo Riga defend the ice against SKA St. Petersburg. First period, Viktor Tikhonov turns the puck over in his defensive end. Linus Vidal makes a quick pass to Nicholas Redlegs, who shoots it, but Igor Shesterkin gets in the way. Just after that, Vidal centers it again, this time for Lauris Darzic, but Shesterkin makes a gorgeous glove save. Late in the period, Gunnar Skvortsov tries to put it in on the wraparound. The door is closed, chaos ensues, but the puck stays out. Dynamo can't score in first, but they do get on the board just 23 seconds into the next period. Linus Vidal scores his 12th of the year as it buries the rebound. But SKA get back even just 37 seconds later. Maxim Karpov sets up Vladislav Gavrikov on open ice, and Gavrikov scores his 2nd of the year. Tie game. 2 minutes later, we get to see a great save by Timur Bilalov. Michael Datsuk went short side, but Bilalov saw that fly through. Bilalov comes to the rescue again a few shifts later, and he does it twice in a row. Andrei Kuzmenko banged on the door, but Bilalov put it open. Early in the third period, Skvortsov puts the puck on net from the right wing and it ends up behind the goal line. They review the play and rule it a no goal. Goal interference on the play. A bit of a controversial decision, but it's here to stay. And Riga fans won't be happy about it, as just a few moments later, Patrick Hursley scores his 10th of the season with his signature clapper, and that's the game-winning goal. Dynamo Riga play really well, but have nothing to show for it in the end. SKA take it 2-1 on the road. We go to Vienna, Austria now for our final game of the day. Slovan take a short trip from Bratislava to play host to Red Army. And the ice is heavily tilted in this one. The Bears to strike just 26 seconds in. Lyndon Bay finds the back of the net. A couple of minutes later, Kirill Kaprizov scores his 10th of the year to make it 2-0 Red Army. Less than 4 minutes later, Yannick Hansen shoots in a 2-on-1 rush and Matt Robinson tucks it home on the rebound. A little later, Red Army are short-handed, but it doesn't matter. Give and go, it's 4-0. Andrei Svedlakov was the marker this time. The onslaught continues in the second. Captain Sergei Andronov improves the lead to 5-0. Midway through the period, Maxim Shelunov scores off a beautiful setup by Konstantin Akulov to make it 6-0. You gotta feel woozy at this point, but they're not stopping. 17 seconds later, Lyndon May nets his 2nd of the game. It's 7-0 now. 5 minutes into the third, Yannick Hansen scores his first career KHL goal, and it's the 2nd short-handed marker of the game for Red Army. Are they trying to win a bet or something? What is going on? Late in the period, Anton Slepashev one-times it home for his 3rd of the season, and Slovan are finally free to go. Lars Johansson stops 32 shots for his 2nd consecutive shutout as Red Army play up to their full offensive potential and steamroll over Slovan. 9-0 is the final on this one. And that's it for your KHL update, but do come back tomorrow for 2 more games. Malorg will face Dynamo Moscow while Neftekhimik will meet Tractor. My name is Andreas Sachenko, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.